going to be looking at the Fair Chase holster by 1791 Gunleather. I saw this one when we were at the gathering and picked up one there, and I like the feel of the leather. This one's a little bit different than your standard steer hide holster. This one is actually made of deerskin, so it is a lot softer than the steer hide, cowhide leather would be. So it's very soft and pliable. So it's just and it's an inside the waistband construction for this, and the leather is stitched down really well. It's really good looking stitching on here, and then the piece that has the buckle on it as well is sewn on very nicely, and it's finished in a nice chocolate brown finish on the leather, and then on the inside is more of a suede type feel to help protect your gun. So it holds the gun very nicely. The leather's tight enough on it that it's not going to allow the gun to slide out, and it covers the trigger guard completely, so you don't have to worry about anything getting down in the trigger guard. And it's got a nice long piece of leather here that covers the back end of the slide, so that it doesn't poke into you while you got it, while you're wearing the gun. But it still gives you, with the cut right here, the way the leather is cut, still gives you ample room to be able to get your hand in to be able to draw the holster out, or draw the gun out of the holster when you need to draw it out. Now, I've wore this for a little while, so you can see already that the leather's kind of wrapping over the top of the gun there a little bit. Just from me wearing it, it's just kind of conforming to the way my gun is happened to be shaped. And this is a SIG P320 compact version here that I'm carrying. So it's and this one is the number 5 size holster. It will work with an H&K 45C P2000 USP-C and a WP9 SK, and then also the Ruger American, the P90, P95, and Security 9, along with the 1911 A1 from SIG, P229C, the P229 Legion, the P320, and the P320 Compact, and also the Springfield XD-MC will all work with this holster. So there's a lot of different guns that this particular holster will fit, so it's not specific to one gun only. The leather is such that once you wear it a little while, it molds to your gun, and as you saw there, it's not going to let the gun slide out while you're wearing it. It's got a lifetime warranty on the holster, so they stand behind their products, and it's a really nice constructed holster. It's, like I said, it's real soft. Now, when I've wore this holster past few times, there's just a couple of things that I don't like about it. The first is the way the buckle is attached to the holster itself. This extra piece of leather kind of catches on top of your pants when you're trying to put the holster in. So when you're trying to get it into your pants, it's a little more aggravating to get it past that piece of leather as well as the material on your pants. So you can wear this one as an appendix carry, or I normally carry it over on the side of my hip, more in this position, so that it's covered here rather than more up front. Just more comfortable for me, the way I like to carry the gun. But it rides fairly low for an inside the waistband holster, so you've got the gun down in your pants a lot more than some other type holsters are. but it still sticks out enough that you can get a grip on the grip to be able to pull it out. Now, the other issue that I have with it being such a soft holster, it doesn't have any extra material around it to make it more rigid when you take the gun out. So once I pull the gun out and I've got my belt tightened up to be able to hold the gun up, the holster is now collapsed. I can't reholster the gun without two hands, and it being a lot more aggravating to get the gun back in there. So to get it back in, you pretty well would have to take the holster out and then put the gun back in there. So if you're using the inside the waistband and you're going back and forth in between places where you might not be able to carry your gun, then this one is not as easy to take on and off, just because of the way that extra piece of leather is right there, to be able to get the holster back in your pants. But as far as comfort, wearing it, once you get it on, it's a very comfortable holster, and it rides a little bit different than the holster that I normally carry this gun in, which is this one's made by Wild Bill Concealment, and you can tell that I've wore this one quite a bit. But this one goes in a lot quicker, and it's also got the extra piece of material around here so it keeps it tight in place, so it doesn't squish down once you take the gun out like this one does. So as far as quality and construction of the holster, I definitely give this an A+. For the quality of the holster is not a problem with that. It's just the function of the holster. If you're worried about having to reholster the gun, then that's going to be an issue for you with the softer holster, and then it's a little more aggravating to get it past the top of your pants. Now, if you wore your pants a little bit looser or something, then wouldn't be quite as much of an issue maybe, but to keep your pants snug up enough to be able to hold everything in place, then you want to have the belt fairly snug. So other than that, it's a very nice holster. If you like the softer holsters like this, then you're not worried about the reholstering issue, I would definitely recommend this holster for you. But if you're concerned about reholstering, then that's probably not the one that you would want to get. But the other holsters that 1791 had there at the gathering, they had a lot of other good holsters there, and I'm going to get one of those eventually as well and try it out, because I was very impressed with the company, the way they make their products. Everything looked really nice, but this one just happened not to function like I'd hoped it would. But check out doubleeaglegunworks.com for more information, and like and subscribe at the bottom. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.